Radha, do you want to come just to talk about starting the... have you done lots of yoga before?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, because I was going to say otherwise you could talk about it from coming to yoga newer, but you can talk about how this it adds to... Yes, that's good. That's what I'll ask you about. So I'm going to ask you about that, and I'm going to... how long have you been doing yoga? Just when I introduce you.
15 years.
15 years. Okay, so what is your last name?
The point is this. Not what was taught me in 1 month.
Oh, see, this is what you have to say.
Yes.
Yeah, this is... And
the point is this, that I was doing it for 15 years, but what he taught me in 1 month is basically one thing.
Okay, so Radha, last name? Last name?
And listen, I'm reading at once.
Okay, what time is it?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay. What's your last name? Because this won't be as long as that. H-A-M-I-L-I. And Alex, what is your last name?
My name is Alexander.
Do you have to say before me?
Second name is...
You want to know your first name? Raddha and Alex?
Just Raddha.
I have to do the same for both of you. So do you want
Just do the first name, Raddha.
Is it okay?
Isn't Harmony, if I
You don't
understand
need to
it.
do Harmony, just do Raddha.
Okay, so Raddha and Alexander. Okay, fine. Okay, and you also are 16 years.
16 years.
The focus with me is I've been on spiritual journey for many years. Okay? But with Swami, I've learned a hell of a lot in 1 month.
In 1 month.
That's the focus.
So that's really great.
Okay?
Good.
I don't know how to sit.
Wait, this is comfortable.
Is this okay?
I like it better. This is nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
And I don't have any makeup on.
You look great. Yes, you look great.
You already in the picture. So, relax, calm down, and...
So that's the focus. And I don't know what I'm going to say because I'm nervous. So I've been on the spiritual journey a long time, alright?
Yes.
But
I feel it.
he's really excited.
I feel this. I feel this. You are spiritual journey.
So this will be really short, but I think the whole thing is just, this will be helpful for people that are having their centers also, and they want to explain to people, you know, how is this yoga special, and it will really be helpful.
I can tell you a little bit about my background.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing is that you've been seeking and you weren't finding it, and then you met Swami, and in a very short time you're noticing such a big difference. Because this is the thing, there are so many yogas. You don't look scruffy. Okay, so do we have to turn this on, or is it?
It is...
Okay, so we got, okay.
Turn it on.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
So now I'm here with Raddha and Alexander, two yogis from some time back who have been on the path and worked with lots of different kinds of yoga and personal development. And I'm here to talk with them about how is transformational yoga fitting within their previous experience around yoga. So I'll first introduce Raddha. And Raddha, just thanks so much for being here. And could you just talk a little bit about, you know, your journey and your search and how it led you to this, and how is this transformational yoga impacting?
Okay. Well, I've been on the spiritual journey for a long time, coming from a family that's very spiritual, and a grandfather who built a temple in Kenya.
Oh my.
Nairobi. So I've got a lineage as well of, you know, a spiritual element. And I've been on a soul search for a long time, and been to many masters, been to many gurus in India. And I met Swami Vivekananda in December. I've just come off a 1 month course.
So in other words, you've just known Swami for a bit over a month at this time?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And after a lot of prayers and soul searching on the truth, I feel like the course that I've just been on with him on transformation has been enlightening, and it's accelerated my spiritual growth immensely. In fact, it's a miracle what's happening going on.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
There's been a big release of, call it what you will, toxins, or any sort of sad elements or negative elements that needed to go.
Yes.
And having done yoga for 15 years prior to this, the effects of the yoga, the hatha yoga that I was doing prior to this was very temporary. It was temporary. You do the class, you feel the effects for the night, and then the next day you're back to square one. And with Swami, I feel he's taught me how to prolong that feeling, that emotion. So the transformation has been huge.
Wonderful.
And pure. It's been very pure.
Can you talk just a little bit more? That's an intriguing word. Can you talk about what the pure thing feels like to you?
The purity is there's no words for it really. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's a sense of bliss in a way, and it's something that you can't just go to the pharmacy and buy,
Yes.
It's something that has to grow within, and one question I did have with Swami when I met him was, why did it take so long? But actually the fact is you've got to go through your journey to get to this point, to appreciate it.
Right.
So it's not why, it's thank you.
That's beautiful.
And my heart is full of gratitude for meeting a beautiful group in Pondicherry. We had lots of fun together. And I think that's important in life, is when you're on that soul journey, to meet beautiful souls that you love to be with, and you have fun with them. Fun is a very big element.
Yes.
Spirituality doesn't mean being serious and disciplined and sad. It's about enjoying life, And I really enjoyed my time in Pondicherry with my brothers and sisters.
Fabulous, thank you. Great. Alex, you also, long time, you've been on the path of yoga. Maybe you could talk a little bit about how yoga had already impacted your life, and then how has transformational yoga taken it to a new level?
Yes, Katrina, but one connection. Alexander. If you was
Delphine?
in the point...
Can you come here?
No.
No.
Yeah, you know what? We could just do this. Let's see. Is it weird if there's a video part where we're all three here, and
Yes.
she's only talking, and then
And then hop,
And then I go. Yeah.
and then go. It will be... We can...
Or one of you
Just-
can come and sit?
well, then it'd still be a different new person. Can you stay for 2 minutes? Like you won't talk long.
Give him a chance, because he might want to. Right? He might have lots to say.
I think...
Don't rush it because of me.
Whatever you think.
Yeah.
But it might be a little odd if I introduce the three of us and then in the video all of a sudden you disappeared.
Okay. Let's focus. It's very clever that you talked about fun. It's a piece of light. And a piece of life also, because all the time we are getting in some place, getting in some our thoughts, in some of our bodies. We're not the whole being, we're just a part. And in yoga world, this is the same situation. When you practice Hatha yoga, you make a Hatha asana, very slowly asana, and you breathe in, breathe out, and you go in it. I practice this yoga a lot of time, And this was my experience. It was very great. I was calming inside my body. It was very well. But I feel that something is missing. What is missing? And you told about it. Is joy, is life. No life. Then I come to another type of yoga, really prana yoga, Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga. It's much of prana. You feel that all the windows are in water. All the guys and girls, they are very energetic. They have very much of power, very much of energy. But something is missing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is
Then
too serious.
they was really serious, like some, fitness guys. Like that. I'm a Mr. Olympia, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like so.
Power.
But this was not joyful inside. It was like very strict. I'm very serious. I will go strict to samadhi. But samadhi will not interest you because you're not relaxed. And then, in a mental condition of meditations, a lot of meditation I practice by myself because I come to the teacher and I understand. This is like a sector, a spiritual movement. And spiritual movements, they don't want to you teach meditation, they want you like a apprentice. Our one of our team, one of us. But there is one leader and it dictate to others what they must do. This is metaphysics. And
So, dear friends, Radha's got to go catch a plane to Chennai. So, it's good to see you. And Alexander, we're going to keep asking you to talk a little more if you wouldn't mind.
But I think just a little point. Just ending points for some time. And so, Radha come away, but the joy is staying. We are connected. And so, when Radha is come out, I think Radha is inside. This was other experience that I can get only by myself, when no others came. And then I working in Moscow. In Moscow, you are more meet material people, and your mind reflect material things and this kind of thing. And all the time, you understand that materialism is all life in materialism. I forget something about meditation. I was kept inside the consciousness state, how to be consciousness, how to grow it. But there is one point missing also. For 10 years, I find out that one point was missing. And then I come to Swamiji's training. I see some light there is on the training. I don't feel. When I see Swamiji's picture, I think, oh, that guy something knows about some dimensions that I was searching. Great! I will come to him. And this was my experience. I come to Swamiji for now it's 40 days. How do you think? Oh, there is dolphin sitting in the hall. Delphin, Rodfus. And she knows that I'm 14 days, I think. Yeah. Okay, 14 days. 40. I'm here and I understand that I explore this dimension in many angles, like brilliant, many angles, and they shine. And then I understand that, wow, this is the fourth dimension that I was searching about. This is the fourth dimension. It may be in connections, maybe inside, it may be outside, but it's always in the center. Like Swamiji Vidyanand always put the symbol of Shri Ma, and you can, but now you can't see it. It is inside of us. It is the fourth element that is inside of us, the center. In the center you can understand with someone that we are talking now, and without someone. Radha is left, you understand that something is left, but something stays. And what stays, I was experimenting. In fourth dimension, all the time, in Moscow, in Russia, you must running, going, make a yoga, some type of one or 2 dimensions. Every practice work on some dimension is main point, another dimension is not so important. But when you work with Swamijis, term of yoga, he may work in not 1 dimension. He wants to work in 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions. How many dimensions you can get, he can provide to you. This was difference. And his yoga is more relaxed than others. Just when you relax, you can feel yourself, you can understand yourself. I was studying yoga therapy and I understand when is many signals come to you, signals we are talking now. This is stress, this one signal. For me it's maybe not for stress, but stress is for nervous system. Talking, speaking, responsibility of us all. And two guys with lotus name are sitting in the hall. I know them, they're great guys. But responsibility of them, I must be straight yogis. I must find our way in Russia how to make yoga, how to provide my understanding that it will be great. But inside, it may do much pressure in me. And this pressure, behind this pressure, there is no space, and then I can't see myself. For that approach, I must relax. And when I relax, little bit relax. My spine is straight, but my muscles are more relaxed. There is not so much signals go to the nervous system, and I can feel myself in situation, in a moment, in a breath, in a mind. This was the mission.
Fabulous. Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you.
Okay. So you can edit out those things in, right?